Sperm release pathway, the parasympathetic step. Brain perceives sexual stimulus. No, nitrous oxide, released in smooth muscle lining arterioles of erectile tissue. Arterial muscles relax, arterioles dilate. Arterioles fill with blood. Engorged arterioles compress venules. Blood is trapped in erectile tissue arterioles. Erection achieved. Sperm release pathway, the sympathetic step. 7. Prolonged sexual stimulus results in spinal reflex impulse. 8. Causes contraction of vas deferens bulb urethral gland. Prostate gland seminal vesicles. 9. Semen empties into urethra. 10. Urethral sphincter muscles contract. 11. Semen forcefully ejected from urethra. Ejaculation. Female reproductive system. Female reproductive structures. Ovaries, oviducts, uterus, cervix, vagina, brain. Ovaries primary reproductive organ / female gonad paired. Attached medially to uterus by ovarian ligament. Filled with ovarian follicles. Each ovarian follicle contains an immature oocyte, gamete, follicle membrane. Immature oocyte. Ovarian follicle. Onset of puberty. Hypothalamus released GnRH, gonadotropin-releasing hormone. Pituitary gland releases FSH estrogen. LH release of estrogen at onset of puberty. Secondary sex characteristics. Breast development. Widening of pelvic girdle. Body hair. Menarche. First ovulation followed by menstrual period. The ovarian cycle results in the release of, repeats 28 days. Gamete. Hormones required for pregnancy. Repeats 28 days. Ovulation. Major event of ovarian cycle. Release of mature oocyte from ovary. 3 phases of ovarian cycle. Follicular phase. Ovulation. Luteal phase. 1. Follicular phase days 1 to 14. Granulosa cells, epithelium/CT, of follicle provide nutrition/support/protection to oocyte. Follicle increases in size around oocyte. Follicle secretes estrogen hormone. Zona pellucida forms around oocyte. Thick protective, nutritive membrane. Increased granulosa cells surround oocyte. Corona radiata. Nucleus. Zona pellucida. Corona radiata. 2. Ovulation day 14 wall of ovary bulges and bursts. Oocyte, W/corona radiata, expelled from ovary. Ovulation. Identify. Ovary. Follicle. Oocyte. Corona radiata. 3. Luteal phase days 15 to 28 follicle remains in ovary after ovulation. Granulosa cells secrete hormones. Progesterone. Estrogen. Follicle has been transformed into corpus luteum. The fate of the corpus luteum. If sperm are present and oocyte becomes fertilized, corpus luteum continues production of progesterone, pregnancy hormone, for first 3 months of pregnancy. If fertilization of oocyte does not occur, corpus luteum stops hormone production and breaks down. B. It starts with the brain. See fallopian tubes aka oviducts, uterine tubes. Attached medially to uterus. Lateral region surrounding ovary. Ampulla, common site of fertilization. Possesses ciliated finger-like projections that hang over ovary. Fimbriae, ampulla. Fimbriae. D. The uterus womb thick muscular lining. Resembles a pear in shape and size. Functions to receive, retain, and nourish the fertilized ovum. The uterus is divided into regions: fundus, rounded superior region. Body, largest region. Cervix, narrow inferior region, fundus. Body. Cervix. The uterus is composed of 3 layers. Perimetrium, outer visceral layer. Myometrium, middle muscular thickest layer. Endometrium, inner epithelial layer. Site of implantation of fertilized ovum. The uterus is highly vascular. Uterine arteries, branch to provide blood to myometrial and endometrial layers of uterus. The vagina extends from cervix to external environment. Functions to allow for passage of infant, birth canal. Allow for passage of menstrual flow. Receive penis during intercourse. Female organ of copulation. Acidic pH in adults. Protection against infection. Hostile environment for sperm. The fate of the ovum. Post-ovulation. Menstruation occurs 14 days post-ovulation. Occurs only if fertilization of ovum does not occur. Endometrium layer of uterus is shed. Results in bleeding from vagina for 3 to 5 days. Endometrial layer will immediately begin rebuilding vascular tissue during days 1 to 14 of ovarian cycle, due to estrogen,